Welcome to the PastGlimpse Photos channel.
Subscribe to the channel and like the video. This intimate black and white photograph captures Marilyn Monroe in 1960 during the filming of her last completed movie, The Misfits. Marilyn, a global icon of femininity, was struggling with private difficulties during this period of her life, despite her incredible success. The shot, taken in her dressing room, conveys her vulnerability and her iconic yet fleeting beauty. This photo captures Sophia Loren in one of her typical roles, showcasing her natural grace and Italian sensuality. In 1960, she became the first actress to win an Academy Award for a non-English language role for the film Two Women. Sophia Loren is known for portraying strong common women on screen, embodying post-war European cinema. This image combines portraits of John Lennon and Paul McCartney with the iconic shot of model Jean Shrimpton. The photographs, taken by David Bailey, perfectly capture the aesthetics of swinging London in the 1960s. This era was a turning point where pop culture, fashion, and music, exemplified by the Beatles and Shrimpton, forever changed the youth sensibility. This famous 1961 backstage photograph captures Elizabeth Taylor applying her iconic Cleopatra makeup. Her role in the monumental film Cleopatra made her the first actress to earn an unprecedented $1 million salary. This look, featuring heavy eyeliner, influenced 1960s fashion and became synonymous with her legendary status. This unique 1961 photo shows the Disneyland employee cafeteria, where performers playing Snow White, Goofy, and other characters are having lunch together. It reveals the rarely seen backstage world of Walt Disney's theme parks. The photo is a historical artifact, harkening back to the early days of the park that aimed to embody the American dream and pure magic. This photo likely dates back to the late 1960s, capturing the famous actor Paul Newman with his broad smile. Newman, known for his striking charm and blue eyes, was not only a Hollywood star, but also a passionate race car driver. He frequently competed, turning his hobby into a serious sporting career and proving his talents extended far beyond acting. This playful shot shows the legendary Audrey Hepburn, who, despite her glamorous image, always maintained a sense of self-deprecation. The photo captures her charm during the peak of her popularity in the 1960s, when she starred in films like Breakfast at Tiffany's and My Fair Lady. Audrey Hepburn forever defined the fashion and elegance of her era. This 1968 shot captures two global icons, Sean Connery and Brigitte Bardot, during the filming of their only joint movie, Shalako. Connery, at the height of his James Bond fame, and Bardot, who personified French liberation, formed one of cinema's most stylish pairings. The photo perfectly conveys the relaxed atmosphere of the late 60s. This classic Hollywood portrait from the mid-1940s showcases the natural beauty of Ingrid Bergman. She was one of the greatest stars of the Golden Age, known especially for her role in Casablanca during World War II. Bergman was prized for her authenticity and refusal to adhere to the glamorous conventions of the studio system. This 1970s supermarket shot captures ordinary American women shopping for groceries with hair rollers on their heads. This practice was common at the time, reflecting the daily routine of homemakers before going out. The photograph, likely by Gary Winogrand or Lee Friedlander, has become an iconic symbol of American pop culture and domestic life of the era. Clint Eastwood and Barbara Eden on the set of the movie Rawhide, 1963. This shot from the set captured Clint Eastwood in his famous image of the unflappable cowboy who brought him worldwide fame.
It was these roles that redefined the genre, making Eastwood a cult figure in American cinema.
This classic photograph, likely taken in New York in the 1940s or 1950s, shows children cooling off in the spray of an opened fire hydrant. The image has become a symbol of summer life in America's urban areas and reflects the era before widespread air conditioning. It captures the spontaneous joy and simplicity of post-war childhood. This unique 1960s shot captures one of Hollywood's most famous and tumultuous couples, Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. Here, Taylor is seen cutting Burton's hair, revealing an intimate moment of their complicated off-screen life. Their passionate romance, which began during the filming of Cleopatra, was a sensation and defined the celebrity era. This photograph from the mid-1960s is the epitome of the swinging London era. The girl in a white, high-neck mini dress and iconic go-go boots showcases the fashion revolution. Short skirts, popularized by designers like Mary Quant, symbolized the liberation of women and the youth culture of the decade. This collage showcases the style evolution of Cher, an icon who redefined fashion for decades. The most prominent image on the left is her famous Bob Mackie naked dress at the 1986 Oscars, which challenged conservative norms. Cher remains a symbol of artistic boldness and longevity in the entertainment industry. This 1972 portrait captures David Bowie at the dawn of his glam rock era, shortly before he fully transformed into Ziggy Stardust. His wide smile and expressive clothing reflect a period of great creative experimentation. Bowie famously challenged social and gender norms at the time, becoming a key figure in 1970s culture. This 1960s photo captures Steve McQueen, the king of cool, on his Honda motorcycle. McQueen was more than just an actor. He was an avid racer who performed many of his own stunts, which cemented his rebellious persona. This image of freedom and style made him a timeless icon of American masculinity. This look of Jane Fonda in a miniskirt, high boots, and trench coat is from the 1971 film Clute. Her role as a street-smart New York prostitute earned her her first Academy Award. Her bold style in the film influenced early 70s fashion, while the role itself marked Fonda's transition into more serious and socially relevant work. The legendary couple on the screen, actors Julie Christie and John Hurt, in a relaxed atmosphere on Lake Geneva during the filming of the cult 1969 film In Search of Gregory. 1970s. American actress and comedian Marilyn during a playful home photo shoot. The future star of Mel Brooks' classics Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles radiates the effortless charm that made her a comedy icon. 1950s. Paul Newman cooks breakfast while Joanne Woodward cradles their beloved dog, a rare glimpse into the everyday life of Hollywood's most enduring couple, married for 50 years until Paul's death in 2008. 1970s. Hollywood icon Kirk Douglas, star of Spartacus and Paths of Glory, tries on clothes shirtless in a regular store. Even at 60, the actor maintained the athletic physique that made him a legend. 1961. 24-year-old Jane Fonda gleefully waves to fans from a limousine. That same year, she made her breakthrough in Tall Story, launching a career that would earn her 2 Academy Awards.
This is Mick Jagger in Venice in the 1970s, the legendary Rolling Stones frontman and his wife Bianca on a gondola. The photo symbolizes the bohemian chic and luxury enjoyed by the stars of the golden age of rock and roll.
1958, Venice.
29-year-old Paul Newman rides a water taxi past St. Mark's Square. That same year, he starred in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, cementing his status as one of Hollywood's ultimate heartthrobs. 1955, Venice. 21-year-old Sophia Loren poses on a hotel balcony during the Venice Film Festival. Just 1 year later, she would conquer Hollywood alongside Cary Grant and Frank Sinatra in The Pride and the Passion. 1962, Venice. Brigitte Bardot rides a water taxi to the Lido. The French icon who shocked the world with "And God Created Woman" arrived for the premiere of her controversial new film, Private Life. Anna Maria Benvenuti, the Italian actress, displays serious style in early 60s Venice. This shot, where she water skis against the backdrop of the Doge Palace, is a symbol of post-war European glamour and the luxury enjoyed by the movie stars at the Venice Film Festival. 1963, London. The young Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, Brian Jones, Bill Wyman, and Charlie Watts relax outside a pub with pints. Just 1 year later, Satisfaction would change rock forever. This is a historic 1977 cast portrait of Star Wars, taken just before the film's release. Featured here are Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Mark Hamill. George Lucas's science fiction epic fundamentally changed the rules of the film industry and reshaped pop culture forever. 1964. 23-year-old Bob Dylan with his girlfriend, artist and singer Suze Rodolo. She inspired classics like "Don't Think Twice, It's All Right," and became an icon of the 1960s folk revival movement. In the photo, from left to right, Kristen McManamy, Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, and Linda Evangelista. These four models were among the elite of the Big Six supermodels who dominated the fashion industry in the 1980s and 90s. They are known for their friendship and the fact that together they changed the perception of the modeling industry. The photo was taken backstage at the Versace Fall-Winter 1991 show in Milan. The image shows the Rolling Stones musicians Ronnie Wood, left, and Keith Richards, right. The Rolling Stones are an English rock band formed in London in 1962. Ronnie Wood joined the band in 1975 as a guitarist. Keith Richards is a founding member and regular guitarist and vocalist of the band. The band is known for its distinctive Chicago blues-based sound and is considered one of the most influential in rock history. 1960, Hollywood. Elizabeth Taylor and her husband, producer Mike Todd, at a glamorous party. A year later, Todd would die in a plane crash, and Taylor would win her first Oscar for Butterfield 8. The 1960s, France. This picture is the birth of a global cult. Brigitte Bardot, the famous Bibi, casually poses, and the photographer literally catches her every gesture. A historical frame showing how the French film star became a global sex symbol of the era. 1970s. Comedy legend Peter Sellers and his third wife, the dazzling socialite and model Miranda Quarry, later Countess of Stockton, at the airport. One of the most eccentric and photogenic couples of their era. 1955, Hollywood. 29-year-old Clint Eastwood relaxes poolside after a day on set. A year later, he'd land his first notable role, and within a decade, he'd become a global icon with Sergio Leone's Dollars trilogy. 1940s, a picture that has become a symbol of support for the front. American star Dinah Shore, one of the main voices of the era, shares a meal with military personnel. This historical footage shows the personal role that Hollywood celebrities played in raising the country's morale. The 1960s. The pioneer and architect of rock and roll is Chuck Berry.
This rare, intimate shot shows the legend not on stage, but in a moment of reverie. This is not just a star, but a historical figure who influenced the entire world of music.
1961. Elizabeth Taylor applies lipstick in her dressing room mirror. That same year, she'd win an Oscar for Butterfield 8 and begin filming Cleopatra, becoming the highest-paid actress in the world.